Hello guys, this is round 2. I was just on talking for like 10 minutes and I didn't see any comments and realized I don't think that I was live yet. So I'm going to wait just a second to make sure I'm not alone again so we can get going. So I'm going to throw on a little bit more peppermint and I just put on some peace and calming. Because you know, when that internet is doing the internet thing, there's nothing you can do about it but roll with it. So that stress away and peace and calming help with that. Got a little peppermint going on. I am still not seeing any comments. I don't know if I am alive. If I am alive. I know I'm alive. I don't know if I'm alive. Oh my goodness. I'm also going to put on a little bit of abundance while I wait and see what is happening here. Well, I don't know what is going on. Y'all, we might not be able to have a call today. Might try later. Good morning, Diane. Yay, it is live this time. Oh my goodness. And I'm putting on a little bit of envision too. Good morning. Oh, I'm so glad you're on with me, Diane. I thought I was going to be all alone. We did this for 10 minutes and it wasn't working. Hello, Joyce. Woo woo. All right, we are live. This time we are going to run with it. Oh my goodness. If you guys have any questions or comments, I can answer questions as we go along. The recording will be available. So if I go too fast or you miss something, that's okay. The recording will be available. You can listen to it like forever. This is going to be available for you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I'm not alone this time. I was on for 10 minutes talking and then I realized nobody was on with me. That is not the way to do it. So today we are talking about your immune system. And I want to put this out right now. This is about having a strong, healthy immune system so your body knows how to protect itself. That's what it is designed and created to do, is to take care of itself. So this isn't about what you do when you're in the heat of the moment or you're really sick. Or this is about keeping your body healthy so that it knows how to defend itself. Like, your immune system is everywhere. If I were to say, you know, where's your cardiovascular system? You guys would be at your heart, at your veins, at your arteries. You get that. If I were to say, you know, where's your urinary tract system? You know exactly where it is. You know what parts. But your immune system is all over, and it starts with your beautiful skin. And even on your skin, you have these amazing flora, bacteria that are on your skin that help to defend us. They're the good guys. They're supposed to be there. Your immune system is your tonsils, your mucosal lining, in your lungs, these teeny little hairs that are in there, and all the mucosal lining in your gut, the lining of your vagina, all of these different places, every hole that can get in is a part of your immune system. So even like your tears have a fluid that helps to keep bacteria and fungus and virus out. Your eyes, the liquid in there, help to do that. Your saliva has a fluid, enzymes that help to break down that bacteria. Your stomach helps to break down anything that isn't supposed to be there, kill it, and then it's taken out through our waste removal, which is through our urine. It's taken out through our stool, and it's all designed to work that way. And that mucus that we were talking about in your lungs, the bronchia, they help, those little hairs, the little villi, cilia that are in there, and they help to trap viruses. They help to trap bacteria. And what our body does is, it helps to trap it, and it helps to start breaking it down, the actual outside of it. But then it goes beyond that, because it's also what triggers us to cough, so that we cough it out or we sneeze it out and it shoots 60 feet away from us because our body's trying to get rid of it. So your body is designed, we have these lymphocytes that are that go in and they attack anything that's not supposed to be there. And our cells have this brilliant, amazing memory. So if you have had the flu in the past, and then that same exact flu virus comes, your body in all those different holes recognizes it instantly, and it sets up a plan of action on how to destroy it. That's how your beautiful immune system works. That is the just the system that we have. It's designed to do that, but there are all kinds of things that weaken that system, so our body can't react and respond the way it's supposed to. So think autoimmune disorders. So autoimmune disorders are on the rise. Like, almost everybody now has this one or that one, and there's just a host of them. There's, you know, MS, rheumatism, just a host of them. Celiac, so many different things where your body, your immune system is attacking your own cells. and you go, what in the world is going on? And this is where I really want you to understand it's all about balance. So today I'm not talking about boosting your immune system. I'm just talking about getting that balance so your immune system isn't going crazy and attacking something it shouldn't attack. And so it has the ability to attack what it should. So when they talk about mobility, stuff that you can have that can make you more susceptible to getting sick, when they talk about those, the reason they say that is because it's actually lowering your body's ability to do all the things. It gets so confused with so many different things, it doesn't know what job it's supposed to be doing. So and our body is really made to thrive. So like your tonsils aren't just an extra part that you can get rid of. Your tonsils and all the little parts that are attached to the tonsils are there to trap those viruses and those bacteria and to help stimulate those white blood cells so your body can fight. That's part of its job. And even when they take tonsils out, we have on the sides of your throat, in this area in here, where there's other lymphocytes, other cells that will help to start doing the same thing if the tonsils are gone. Like, it's that important. So important. Your spleen, your tonsils, your bowels themselves. The bowels are in there to defend us and do all the things as well. So we just want to remind ourselves and help our body do what it's created to do. Even your lymph nodes, when people are like, oh, I'm so sick, my lymph nodes. Your lymph nodes are actually acting as a filter, and they swell up like that. They trap germs and they activate the antibodies in the blood. It's a part of that memory going on. So they're all those pieces are doing what they're designed to do. When you get a sore throat, that's designed, your tonsils are designed to swell up, hold on to it, and send out information. So those are all good things. They're all supposed to be there. And your spleen actually holds these scavenger cells that go in and they filter through the bloodstream, and they remind the body, hey, that's something we don't want. We got to get rid of that. And that palate that we're talking about in your throat, it's absolutely amazing. And part of the role that your bowels play in that immune response is that we have all this good gut flora. And we talk about gut flora all the time. We talk about, making sure you get your Life 9 and eating all the different probiotics and making sure you're eating fermented foods. And the reason why the fermented foods are so important is they expand the amount of good flora you have, because that good flora sends signals throughout the body and helps the body to digest, break down, and destroy the viruses, the fungi, the bacteria, all the things that aren't supposed to be there. So they're supposed to do that. And that auto-save information that happens when a virus has been there before is so that the next time it happens, our body can fight quickly. It doesn't have to think about how to take care of it. It just goes in and do it. So what affects our immune system? So I wanted to make sure that I was being, all legit. So right here, I hope y'all can see, this is from the CDC. So the Center of Disease Control, the people that we go to for, the people we go to for information, right? So they have a document in there, and it's the 6 tips to enhance your immunity. So the information that I'm sharing with you, this is not just the world according to Shannon. This is just the things that have been shown that will affect your immune system. And ready? The very first thing I want to talk about is stress. So stress is physical and psychological stress. I want you to write down psychological. Psychological is when we are being inundated. And what they have found is that people that have autoimmune disorders, about 80% of the patients report that they had a huge stressor happen right before they started having symptoms with their disease. A stressor happened, 80% of the people with an autoimmune disorder. So that is the people that their immune system is going crazy and attacking one specific area, and it's really hard to identify, but it's a stressor. In psychological, this is what happens when we have those stressors, whether it is physical or whether it is psychological. We get this increase in cortisol and adrenaline so that we can handle whatever that stress is. And that leads to lower serotonin and lower dopamine, which are the ones that help us to calm down. And then getting sick, having the problem, having everything that happened, increases your cortisol and your adrenaline, which then decrease your serotonin and your melatonin and your dopamine. And it's this vicious cycle that we get in. That's why once somebody has something wrong, it's so hard for them to get out of it, is because their body is in this vicious cycle. And there's some things that if you really want to have a healthy, strong immune system, a healthy immune response, because we should have a response to foreign invaders. We should. Your body should respond. So getting a sore throat doesn't mean a bad thing. It means that your body is fighting the foreign intruder, having the breathing problems, having the cough. Those are all symptoms that your body is going through what it needs to, right? It's doing its thing. So being healthy doesn't mean you'll never get sick. I think there's this myth that people think that if you're doing all natural, you should be perfectly perfect, and that's not reality. We're not going to be able to stay away from viruses. They exist. We coexist with them. We're not going to stay away from bad bacteria. We're not going to stay away from fungi, but how your body responds to it. And if you're really looking at having that strong, healthy immune response, we have to balance the stress. And that includes, one of the simplest things you can do is change your social media feed. So if you are constantly watching all the negative news, if you are listening to the fear mongers, if you're freaking out over the doomsday and the world's coming to an end and all the negative, that negative is psychological stress, and it is psychological stress that you're choosing to allow into your life. I'm not saying we bury our head in the sand and become ostriches. That's not the plan either. But I don't have to spend hours every day letting that psychological trauma invade my space. I get to choose. So you, by what you click on, by what you like, by what you comment on, by what you search, you're creating your social media feed. So it's not like I'm going to say, don't TikTok, don't Facebook, don't Insta. Like, you're going to do those things, but you get to choose what's on there. And you can Google and search good things, even the things we speak. So the past 4 days or so, my life has been wrapped up because we had a situation in our pool and we ended up with a ton of geese in it. It's just been this whole pool conversation going on pretty much for 4 days between my husband and I, and we were talking about this, that, and my feed and all my commercials and all of my everything that's coming up is all pool related. Not because I Googled pool stuff, because I didn't. We were going with completely different ways of doing stuff, but because they're listening. And I am telling you, and the whole what you speak, what you say has never been more prevalent than it is in today's society, because they are listening and then they feed it to us. So we can choose that. You can turn off the negative and you can change that feed, because that's something we have to do. In addition, you can grab things like Stress Away. When I was getting on this call, the first one I did, I was on for around 10 minutes by myself, and I'm like, why am I not seeing comments? Am I in the wrong spot? And I'm going through all the stuff, and I'm putting on Stress Away and Peace and Calming, because then when I come back in, I didn't have a lot of people. So I grabbed some of those. Grab things like Dreamcatcher. If you are so wrapped up in this moment and you have all of this fear going on, and oh my gosh, what are they going to do to us in September, and oh, and the fear and all the things, and the world is burning, you need some Dreamcatcher. You need some Envision, and you need to start envisioning not just 6 months from now and what you expect and what you want out of this world, that you need to be a year out, 5 years out, 10 years out, creating that picture, that vision. Because when we do that, we get dopamine, and dopamine helps us go and we relax. And we can feel better. Start doing things like your Ninja Red and your Super B. And this is all just stress related. This is those everyday stressors. This is the things that just happen. Every time you get stressed out, every time you get worried, your body uses all those vitamin Bs. So we need to make sure we have enough vitamin Bs. So when a physical stressor, like a cold or a flu, comes along, our body can handle it, can be more equipped. That's, like I said, the CDC, stress, y'all, it's important. And then we have these toxic influences on our immune system. You know, candles, we are coming back up into fall. And I really encourage you, if you are already one of those people that is still doing candles, or you are doing those toxic cleaners, read the ingredients. If it says caution, don't be in the same room when you're spraying this, then you should not be using this in your home. If you have that those things that people plug in to have the aroma go in, and it's all those chemicals and toxins, do a little research. See, what's happening is even things like indoor air and dust and animal dander, all of those disrupt our body's natural immune response. They actually confuse the immune system, because it doesn't, your body is so busy attacking the toxins and trying to encapsulate them and keep them from damaging you, that it lets the bacteria, it lets the fungus, it lets the virus, all those things, they let them grow and multiply. That's also when they're attacking your own healthy cells during that confusion. So think that autoimmune disorders, your body's in a state of confusion. The stress has lowered your body's ability to fight, and then you've got these different toxins going in. So there's some easy changes that you can do. You can, and I had one in here, you can replace every single cleaner in your house with one bottle of our Thieves cleaner, just one bottle. And you can make tons of individual cleaners for every room in your house out of that one bottle. It's an easy switch to help that toxin overload. I know you're not going to get rid of all the toxins in your life, but if you could get rid of the artificial air fresheners, friends, those have so many things in them, and those toxic cleaners that you're using, you can eliminate them so easy. Toss those candles, get your diffusers going 24/7. I have diffusers in every single room of my house, and I diffuse all day long. In the fall, I do things like my Raven, my RC, my Thieves. They're just so warming, and I can breathe them in, and they are amazing. Eucalyptus globulus, it is a favorite. It's the same aroma. The active ingredient is, oh my gosh, what's the chest rub stuff that you can buy? Little blue container. It has got that aroma, and I love that aroma. You can do things like purification in your diffusers. Listen, get some real plants. Real live plants are the best air purifier that you can get. They go through and they clean, and so all that dust and the dander and all of that build up. Plants, get some plants. And right now, like, you can go to Walmart and get them really, really cheap because it's the end of the season. Plant those plants, put them in your different rooms so that you're getting that. Get them in the sunlight. Get yourself in the sunlight. Get that wind. Get outside. That sun, the ground, the trees, the plant. They are making O2. Listen. You have a self-cleaning system, but you gotta do your basics. You gotta not put the toxins in, and you have to let all that go on. If you have a BiPAP and a humidifier, you can put essential oils in there. In the actual cord, it's like $10. You can buy a little diffuser that goes between each of the cords, the oxygen hoses, and you can put essential oils right on the little pad that's in there. So you can breathe it, that eucalyptus globulus. You can breathe that in all night long. You can put frankincense on there, and you can breathe that in all night long, and it's giving TLC. And the next one I'm going to go to, and that is them. They say it, you got to eat well. Sad. If it comes in a box, a bag, a can, it is probably a sad excuse for food. The ingredients are just more toxins. They're toxins that we're eating instead of toxins that we're breathing. It's the same line that we have going on. And as if the toxins are not bad enough, we are eating a ton of sugar. And according to I believe it is the CDC, the average American consumes 152 pounds, National Institute for Health, 152 pounds of sugar every single year. That is like 3 pounds of sugar a week, or 6 cups of sugar. And I know right now you're going, oh, not me, but I'm telling you, they lace sugar in so many different things, and we just don't realize it. There's a study that shows that, actually several studies that show it only takes about 75 grams of sugar to weaken your immune system for 5 hours. So that means you could be doing 99.9% things right. You're doing all the things, and then you have 1 can of soda. That's 40 grams of sugar in that 1 can of soda. And that's if you're having a can of soda, not one of those big cups of soda that people get when they're out doing their things, right? Your low-fat yogurt can have 47 grams of sugar in a low-fat yogurt. So you think you're being healthy, and you start your day with some yogurt, or you have a cupcake or a donut at around 46 grams of sugar. The sports drinks have average have 35 grams of sugar in them, or they have an artificial sweetener, which is a completely different issue going on right there. Your average box of cereal, the average, has around 19 grams of sugar in a 100 grams of cereal. So 1 cup has about 19 grams of sugar, and most people don't eat 1 cup. Most people average 2 to 3 cups of cereal. So you're looking at 60 cups when you're starting your day. They're in your ice cream. So let's say you did really, really good all day. You're doing all the things. You're like, oh, I'm so proud. I'm going to reward myself, and I'm just going to have a little bit of ice cream. And you stop and get ice cream. There are 20 to 97 grams, depending on which one you get, in a serving of ice cream. your frozen drinks. It's hot. It's so hot. I'm just going to drive through and I'm going to get myself a frozen soda and you're going to drink that and enjoy it. Listen, that's 50 teaspoons of sugar. That is 8 times the recommended daily. And if that sugar is slowing down your immune system for 5 hours because it has to divert to do something else, and you have that sugar in the morning and then you have a little bit of sugar before bed, do you see what's happening? Your immune system is constantly dipping. And again, that's CDC information, my friend. That is not just woo-woo wackadoodle people. The next one they have on there is sleep. Sleep will lower your immune system. It is on page 2. Sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Getting enough sleep. Evidence shows that you need that for a strong immune system. 7 to 9 hours of sleep. It's what your body does. Think of it as rest and repair. Rest and repair. And if you're having a hard time, do some simple things. Turn off your phone screen, turn off your TV screen, turn off your computer screen at least an hour before you're laying down to go to sleep. Don't lay in your bed watching your TikToks. Your little eyes, I got a whole class on sleep. You can go to Shannon Hudson YL and watch the sleep class. There's so many things that you can do. And if you're still having a hard time, try things like our Sleep Essence. Our Sleep Essence is a capsule of essential oils, and it has a little bit of melatonin. It's got ruta, it's got cedarwood. All these help your brain quiet so that you can drift off to sleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. You can do things like our ImmuPro. Our ImmuPro is a chewable that is full of immune balancing mushrooms, and it has a little bit of melatonin. There's so much research on melatonin and what it does for the immune system itself. And then you can just take certain oils like our ruta. You can take cedarwood, you can take lavender, you can take our sleep eyes that we have for the kids. All of those, rub them on. They help you to go to sleep. Like our cedarwood, I use cedarwood and I have for years. Put a few drops in my hand and I rub it all over my face because it's beautiful for healthy skin and keeping us wrinkle free. It's just beautiful that way. That's your cedarwood, beautiful for the skin, but it also helps your brain quiet down. So all those lists that you're making of things you have to do and all the things you've been stressing and worrying about, just kind of turns that all off. So what are other things you can do for your strong, healthy immune system? Moisture. And I am talking moisture. All that alveol, all those little hairs that we're talking about, they have to have moisture to be able to defend. The mucosal lining has to have that moisture to trap the unwanted viruses, fungus, bacteria, all the things. Everything works better with the water. When you think the difference between a grape and a raisin, it's hydration. The difference between a plum and a prune, it's hydration. Your brain with water, your brain without water. I'm just saying, water makes every system in your body work more effectively. And if you're one of those like, oh, but Shannon, I don't like water, then add something to it. Grab our the drops that we have. You can do the lavender lemon, you can do the grapefruit bergamot. Try our Amino Wise. Make yourself a big 32-ounce thing, put your Amino Wise in there. It's got great flavor. It's all the different electrolytes that your body needs. It's all the amino acids that your body needs, and it tastes amazing so that you can get that watered down. Add some Ninja Red to it. Set a timer. Whatever it takes for you to increase your H2O, yeah, we need it. Make sure your littles are doing the same thing. They need the hydration just like you do, especially if they're gone and they're in school for 6 to 7, 8 hours, and they don't get to drink a whole lot while they're there. So make sure that they're getting that water, get that fluid in there. And even moisture in the air, you can do things like steam diffusion. So you can put a pot of water going on your stove, and you can add baking soda and healthy salt in there, and iodine and silver and sulfurzyme, mineral essence. You can go on my website for a whole thing and just have that moisture going into the air with all those great minerals circling in there. You can put like Mega-Cal in there. Vitamins, if you boil them, it kills them off. Enzymes, if you boil them, it kills them off. But minerals, they actually get encapsulated in that steam. And so we breathe it in. Think when you're at the ocean and the waves are rolling in and we get that, the moisture from the ocean coming up. What's that called? The spray. We're getting that. And it's a great way to have that going. And you know, iodine is an antibacterial, it's an antifungal. You're breathing that in. It's keeping your air and your environment clean. Baking soda is alkalining, so it helps to keep your pH nice and strong and healthy. And it's great. I'm telling you, your skin is going to love you with all this different water. And then we're going to talk food when it comes to your immune system. eat well. We need a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. We need to eat from the rainbow, all the different colors. All the different colors and all the different types of fruits and vegetables are packed with massive amounts of vitamins and minerals. And I have said it before and I will say it again. You cannot supplement away a trash diet. You have to start with whole foods, and then you can supplement your missing pieces. So if you're eating whole foods and you're incorporating those into your diet, and you're like, you know what, I don't get a lot of the mushrooms that I heard are so good for your immune system, then you can supplement something like our ninja greens. It is 48 different fermented whole foods. So you don't eat fermented foods, but you're doing good. You can add that ninja greens in there. You're going to get your fermented foods, 48 different ones, 5 different immune supporting mushrooms, wolfberry fruit, wolfberry seeds, just so many different things, one little scoop, and you can put it into anything. So you can add it to your smoothie. You can add it to just that amino-wise drink we were just saying. You can add things like your Immu gummies. We've got a class coming up next week going in depth on our amazing Immu gummies, but this right here, this is a gummy that is going to, again, support that optimal healthy function. It's going to support your upper respiratory tract. See these gorgeous little babies right here? They taste amazing. My grandkids love, my kids love, everybody I know that has ever tried these. We were at an event this weekend and we had a whole gaggle of people there and everybody loved them. The taste, the texture, all the things. But they are supporting your immune system. They're supporting your upper respiratory tract. Overall immune health. They protect against oxidative stress. These are so important. They help support your gut barrier, that integrity, the function, that mucosal lining we're talking about. That's your Immu gummies. This is elderberry. This is so many good things in there. You can do things like our Ninja Red. These are things that you're going to supplement to fix the things that are missing. So our Ninja Red is really high in antioxidants. It's high in lutein and zeaxanthin. You would have to eat the equivalent of around 814 blueberries to get the same antioxidant power in one little 2-ounce serving of our Ninja Red. You'd have to eat 100 oranges or 93 apples, 10 pounds of spinach. You would have to eat like 22 carrots, 73 strawberries, or 22,814 almonds. Like you cannot consume 22,000 almonds in a day, but you can sip. This is what supplementing is about. This is adding to your already healthy diet. This is giving that extra stuff, making sure you're getting healthy fats. If you want that strong, healthy immune system, your cells have to have fat to function. Like every single cell in your body has to have a molecule of fat, at least. Every single one. And your beautiful brain, your heart, not only your immune system, they're going to love it. Your brain will function different when you're getting those good, healthy fats. I am talking about fish, nuts, eggs, avocado, coconut, extra virgin olive oil, all the things, our omega-3. So let's say you're not getting in the fish 3 times a week. Our new green omega-3, phenomenal for getting all of those good healthy fats in there. We've got things like our MindWise. MindWise is clearly food for the brain, but because it's got those good fats in there, it's working with the overall immune system. You can do things like our longevity supplement. Listen, this protects your DHA levels. Our longevity capsule, it's just a capsule of oil. It's got orange and clove and frankincense and thyme, and they are massive antioxidants, fat soluble antioxidants, and they protect against that oxidative stress. So it's literally telling your cells, we can do this. Our inner defense reinforces your systematic defense systems. It's going to go in there and create an unfriendly terrain for all the different yuckies that shouldn't be there, the yeast, the fungus, all those different things. It helps promote healthy respiratory function. It has things like oregano and thyme and thieves, which are all high in some constituents called thymol and carbachol and eugenol. And this is all about immune support. And that is our inner defense. Now, I need you to know, I'm not saying you need all these things. I'm saying you need to look at your diet and go, okay, what puzzle pieces might fit into my lifestyle that would give me that little extra TLC so my body can do what it was designed and created to do. Some other ones, vitamin D. It's very interesting to me that the highest seasons for things like flu, colds, just all the different stuff, is October, November, December, January, and February. So when you think about the coincidences that happen in those seasons, one, that's when we start baking. That's when we start eating all the holiday foods. And that's when the candy, October, we've got Halloween going on. That's when all the pumpkin spice, everything that you can do all your pumpkin spice stuff low sugar. You can do it in a healthy way. I've got some cooking classes we're going to be doing on Saturdays, talking about all the things that I've done to lose 68 pounds in the past 6 months, and how you can substitute all of the normal baked goods that you usually enjoy and substitute them with lower sugar so that your immune system can stay strong. But in addition to those same months, what's something else that changes? We're not out in the sun. Our body was created to be outside and absorb all that beautiful sunlight, and from that sunlight it creates vitamin D, and vitamin D is a prohormone that does hundreds of different functions in the body, including supporting a normal, healthy immune function. So if you live in Florida, or you live in Hawaii, or you live somewhere warm, and you don't have to worry about it, maybe that's not one of your puzzle pieces. If it is, you can do things like our Super D or our MindWise. Both of them have that vitamin D for that puzzle piece. Vitamin C. If you know that vitamin C is so important for your overall immune support. It's one of those that's like a non-negotiable. Everybody knows that. And if you are taking a multivitamin like our master formula, and it's got your vitamin C in there, it's got your zinc in there, it's got all the parts and pieces, you're probably straight. If you're one of those people that gets that 5 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, and you're getting live foods, and you're making sure you've got enzymes, you're probably good with your vitamin C. But if not, that's a puzzle piece that you can add to it. So our master formula, or our kids Mighty Vites, so that your kids are getting all of their stuff. So we also have a chewable vitamin C. We have our Super C for adults that you can take. Just great ways to know which puzzle pieces do you personally need to fill in. And then essential oils, listen, they are comforting, they are relaxing, they heat up, it warms up. One of my favorite for the fall is our Red Cedar Bliss. This is a amazing, delicious blend of orange, clove, Laurus Nobulus, Heliochrysum, frankincense, and Western Red Cedar. This combo is a wonderful combination for your beautiful immune support when it's ingested. So you can literally just eat that one, couple drops. You can also put it in a warm cup of water and sip that in like a nice hot cup of Red Cedar Bliss tea. It is delicious, but it is so supportive to your immune system. It's supportive to that respiratory. You can also take that great Red Cedar Bliss and you can put it into a diffuser, and it smells amazing. And this is one that's going to help you overcome those daily obstacles, those challenges, those stressors, so we can just go and release all that built up tension. So that's one of them. You can use our raindrops. Raindrops is phenomenal. I think everybody should have raindrops, especially in the fall and the winter, on their feet and on their back at least once a month. I think that is like a minimum. But if you know you're going through some challenges and it's been a busy, chaotic, stress-filled time, or you were at a party and you ate all kinds of junk food, because it happens, that's when the next day, or your kids went to a sleepover, right? So they probably didn't get enough sleep. They probably ate a whole bunch of junk. Pop on the raindrop oil. So it doesn't have to be the whole raindrop 45-minute procedure. The oils that are in that beautiful kit, and if you don't know what they are, you can go to Shannon Hudson YL and watch the video for that, or ask the person who sent you this video. They can get you info. It's a great kit for that. Then you've got things like our Thieves Vitality, our Lemon Vitality. Those you can ingest those, and they're so supportive to your overall respiratory and immune system. It's amazing. So you can just put those in a cup of hot water. You can even put them in a capsule if you need to. You can put them on your tongue. My husband just downs them like this. You can do whatever you want. And then we have things like Oregano Vitality. That's another one that's really powerful for just really that overall support. All the eucalyptus globuluses all the eucalyptuses rather. We've got radiata, we've got globulus, you have all the different ones. You can rub them on your chest. You can take things like our peppermint and you can rub them on your chest, and just deep breathing them, they just change it. And then I also want to say, I thought I grabbed my fall collection, and I seen as we got started, this is the actual summer collection that I have right here, the Simplified Oil Fall Collection. So we all think of these as just this great, wonderful aroma, but I want you to know these are still packed full of essential oils. So like the orange spiced cider that you can throw in your diffuser, it's going to give you this beautiful aroma that orange spice cider. It is orange essential oil, nutmeg essential oil, cassia essential oil, and bitter orange, which is the bergamot essential oil. So it has this wonderful citrusy fall aroma that one is going to satisfy you mentally. So you're used to all the baked goods and you're used to all the sweets. This is mentally the aromas. There's so much science behind what aroma does emotionally. So it's a calming thing. But I want you to look up all 4 oils and see what are the studies? What are they telling us they do? Because even though they're in our Simplified by Jacob and Kate Ball collections, they are powerhouse. So don't think for a second these are just for aroma. I know that's how they're advertised, but they're still our oils. The other one is our ginger snap. That is vanilla extract, cinnamon, tangerine, ginger, and ocotea essential oil. These are powerhouses. Again, it's going to satisfy you mentally. It's going to bring that stressors down. It's going to help you be able to handle the things. Our cozy cabin, that's a great way to get the unique oils like our hung kwai or hinoki, sage, black spruce, vetiver, cedarwood. They're calming. Vetiver and cedarwood specifically are ones that just calm, and they get you in that calm place. And that's just them. And what's really cool is the collection of these right now, the fall collection. You get those 3 beautiful aromas: orange spice, ginger snap, and cozy cabin. And it's only $100. But it also comes with a diffuser right now. So you're needing to add a diffuser to your home, or maybe it's your first diffuser. That's a great way to get it because you're getting the oils and a diffuser. It's a win-win. That is happening right now. So if you're watching this later, I don't know if it still comes with the diffuser. You'd have to go online and check. But there's also, get back with the person that sent you this video or wherever you found the video, because they can get you a coupon code if it's your first order to get you 10% off that order, so you can get them for around $90. It's such a good deal with the diffuser and everything. Last one I'm really going to talk about is our Golden Touch Essential Oil Kit. So this is a kit of oils that I think every single home needs for the fall. It comes with such a beautiful wide variety, and I think everybody needs it. So it has Melrose. Melrose is just an amazing blend of 4 different essential oils. It's got your melaleucas in there, and rosemary and clove. It's phenomenal. It's got that raven that we talked about, which has your raven tessera, eucalyptus radiata, lemon, peppermint, wintergreen, and it's designed to give you that beautiful breathing experience. So you're going to breathe that in, you're going to hold it, you're going to slowly release that. And then it has your RC essential oil in there. Back in the day, we used to say respiratory care just because it's such a great breathing experience. It's got your eucalyptus citrodora, eucalyptus globulus, eucalyptus radiata. It has cypress and spruce, and it's just a blend of beautiful oils that are super supportive. You just rub it all over your chest and deep breathe it and put it in your diffuser. You're going to love it. Then we have the Digest. Digest Vitality is what comes in there, and it's one that you can eat. It is one that you can, you ate too much, or you were at that party and you ate all that garbage. It's got tarragon and ginger and peppermint and juniper and fennel and lemongrass and anise and patchouli, and all of these are so supportive to your overall digestive system, so that you can, when you do the thing, you can rub or eat that Digest, and you're going to have such a good experience with that. So again, you can put it in a cup of tea, you can put it in a capsule, you can put it directly in your mouth. Then it has the Endoflex. What I like about Endoflex is it support that stressors, how stress, I said, kind of drains us. Endoflex gives that energy back. It's just a great one to re-energize and re-stimulate. It's full of spearmint and sage and geranium, myrtle. It's got chamomile, nutmeg, and it's just a great balancing. It amplifies all those effects because they're together. It's just an amazing one that you can try. And then we have our Thieves essential oil in there, which y'all know Thieves is a part of so many different parts of our life, our cleaning, our things, and it's your clove and your lemon and your cinnamon and your eucalyptus radiata and rosemary, and all of these are known for supporting the immune system and the cleansing properties when it's taken internally when you're eating that, and that is a part of that kit. And that kit, all of those together, is 103. So you're getting, 7 amazing essential oils that are just so supportive for you for the fall. for the stressors, for your digestive system, for breathing in all the good things. And again, if you get back with the person that sent you this video, or you get back with the person that you found this on their feed or they shared it, get back with them. They will give you a code that will give you 10% off. So instead of 103, you're paying closer to like what, 94, 93, something like that. So there's lots of options. And again, I'm not saying you need everything, but I'm saying start giving yourself some of these things. Give yourself sleep. Make sure you're getting outside while you still can. We still have some time to get out there, and even in the fall we need to get outside and breathe in. And my grandma, German, right, and every single day all the windows in the house, regardless of the temperature, got open, so we aired everything out to get that fresh air going on. So change out those toxins, do the things, and make sure you share this with somebody else. Make sure if you are brand new, you get back with the person that shared it, because they just care about you. They want you to be able to have that strong, healthy immune system. If you have any questions, post them in the comments and I will answer them over the next few days. God bless. Have a great day, y'all.